The hidden emotional language of your dog's gaze? Welcome to Paws Chronicles, where we gently uncover the hidden emotional language your dog uses every single day. In this video, you are about to discover something deeply personal: why your dog stares at you, what is happening inside their brain when they do it, and how that quiet gaze is actually one of the most powerful forms of communication in the animal world. By the end, you will understand the science behind bonding, attention, emotional reading, and even how your dog may be silently asking for help or connection. But there is one moment we will explore later that might stay with you long after this video ends: the discovery that your dog's gaze can trigger the same biological bond found between a parent and their newborn child. Stay with me until the end, because once you truly understand this, you will never ignore your dog's stare again. Your dog stares to bond with you. What it means goes far beyond simple attention. It is biology in motion. In 2015, a landmark study published in the journal Science by researchers at Asabu University in Japan, led by Dr. Takefumi Kikusui and his team, revealed something extraordinary. When dogs and their owners engage in mutual eye contact, both species experience a measurable surge in oxytocin, a neuropeptide often called the bonding hormone or love hormone. This is the same neurochemical released when a mother holds her newborn baby and the two lock eyes for the very first time. The study, titled Oxytocin Gaze Positive Loop and the Coevolution of Human-Dog Bonds, demonstrated that this was not a one-way chemical response. It was a reciprocal loop. The longer the gaze, the more oxytocin was produced in both parties, and the more oxytocin was produced, the more likely they were to sustain the gaze. A genuine feedback loop of love, encoded into biology. The scenario is quiet and familiar. You are sitting on the couch after a long day, and your dog looks at you, not for food, not for play, just looking. Their eyes are soft, steady, almost searching. The emotional payoff is profound. In that moment, your dog is bonding with you in the deepest biological way they know how, creating a loop of trust, safety, and attachment that has been forged over 15,000 years of shared human history. That is not just affection. That is evolution. But what we are about to cover next, most owners never see coming. Your dog stares to read your emotions. What this means is rooted in advanced cognitive ability that rivals some of our closest animal relatives. A remarkable study published in Biology Letters in 2016 by researchers at the University of Lincoln, UK, and the University of São Paulo, Brazil, led by Dr. Daniel Mills, demonstrated that dogs possess a sophisticated ability called multimodal emotional perception. In this study, dogs were shown photographs of human and dog faces expressing either positive or negative emotions, paired simultaneously with audio recordings of vocalizations that either matched or mismatched the expression. The dogs consistently paid significantly more attention to faces whose emotional expression matched the emotional tone of the sound they were hearing, proving they were not just reacting to one input, but genuinely integrating visual and auditory emotional information to form an understanding of how someone feels. The scenario happens every single day. You come home after a stressful meeting or a difficult conversation, and before you have said a single word, before you have done anything at all, your dog watches you. Their posture shifts. Their energy changes. They have already read the room. The emotional payoff is powerful. Your dog is not just observing your physical movements. They are actively interpreting your inner emotional world, combining the way your face looks with the tone of your voice to build a picture of how you are truly feeling. They are, in every meaningful sense, empathizing with you. And this next discovery? It completely changes the way you will see your dog. Your dog's brain is neurologically tuned to you. What this means becomes even more remarkable when we look directly inside the brain. In 2014, a groundbreaking neuroimaging study published in Current Biology by scientists at Jewish Loránd University in Budapest, Hungary, led by Dr. Attila Andix, used functional MRI, fMRI, scanning to peer into the active, conscious brains of trained, awake dogs. What they found reshaped the science of animal cognition. Dogs have a dedicated region in their temporal cortex, a brain area analogous to regions in the human brain responsible for processing voices and emotional sounds, that respond selectively and powerfully to human vocalizations. More strikingly, this region responded most strongly to emotionally charged sounds, cries, laughter, expressions of pain or joy. Dogs are not simply hearing words. Their brains are tuned, at a neurological level, to detect and process human emotional tone. The scenario is subtle but profoundly meaningful. You speak gently to your dog, maybe narrating your day, maybe just saying their name softly, and they lock eyes with you, completely still, every fiber of their attention focused. It can feel almost uncomfortably intense. Like they are genuinely listening to every word. The emotional payoff is clear. Your dog is not just hearing ambient noise when you speak. They are neurologically engaged with the emotional content of your voice. Their gaze during these moments is an outward expression of deep, brain-level attunement. Now here is where things get really interesting. Your dog stares to learn from you. What this means connects directly to intelligence, trust, and a form of social learning that was once thought to be uniquely human. Research published in the journal Animal Cognition by scientists at the University of Veterinary Medicine Vienna, Austria, along with subsequent work by Dr. Adam Miklosi and his team at Yevich-Laurent University, established that dogs use a behavior called social referencing, looking to a trusted individual for information about how to interpret and respond to an ambiguous situation. In controlled experiments, dogs placed in front of unfamiliar objects or uncertain scenarios would consistently look back at their owner before deciding how to act. If the owner expressed fear or negativity, the dog was far more likely to avoid the object. If the owner was calm or positive, the dog would approach. This is the same cognitive mechanism that human infants use when navigating new environments. They look to a caregiver's face as an emotional compass. The scenario is simple but telling. Your dog pauses at the edge of something new, an unfamiliar person, a strange object, a new environment, and looks back at you. They are not confused. They are consulting you. They are asking, "Is this safe? What should I think about this?" The emotional payoff is deeply reassuring. Your dog does not just love you, they trust your judgment. They see you as a source of reliable, interpretable information about the world. That gaze is an act of intellectual trust. But what we are about to cover next might surprise you in a different way. Your dog stares when they need something. What this means is both practical and a testament to the sophistication of canine communication. Studies published in Applied Animal Behavior Science, including research from the University of Salford and additional work by Dr. Julianne Kaminsky and her colleagues, have documented a behavior in dogs called gaze alternation or referential signaling. In this behavior, a dog repeatedly shifts their gaze between a desired object or location and a human, deliberately and intentionally, in order to direct human attention towards something they want or need. This is a form of intentional, goal-directed communication. It requires the dog to hold a mental representation of what they want, understand that the human does not already know about it, and deliberately perform an action designed to transfer that information. That is not instinct. That is theory of mind. The scenario is unmistakable once you know to look for it. Your dog looks at you, then at their empty bowl, then back at you again, with pointed, deliberate eye contact each time. Or they stare at the door, look at you, then back at the door. They are not being random. They are sending a very specific message. The emotional payoff is clarity. Your dog has a language. It is not made of words, but it is coherent, intentional, and real. They are trying to communicate with you using the most powerful tool they have, their gaze. Every single time you respond, every time you understand, you are reinforcing a bond built on genuine, mutual communication. And this next one may be the most emotional revelation of all. The big reveal: your dog's gaze is an act of attachment. Earlier, we hinted at something powerful. Here it is, and the science behind it will likely change the way you think about your dog forever. Research into canine attachment theory, including landmark studies from Oregon State University led by Dr. Monique Udall, and foundational work published in the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science, has shown that dogs demonstrate what psychologists call a secure base effect with their owners. In classic human developmental psychology, a secure base refers to the trusted caregiver, typically a parent, that an infant uses as an emotional anchor when exploring the world. When the caregiver is present, the child explores freely. When they are removed, the child shows distress. When the caregiver returns, the child is comforted. Dogs behave in an almost identical way with their owners. What does this mean for the stare? When your dog gazes at you, especially in moments of calm, quiet closeness, they are not just looking. They are grounding themselves emotionally. They are locating their safe place. They are confirming, in the only way their nervous system knows how, that their world is secure because you are in it. That quiet gaze is their way of saying, "You are my safety. You are my home. You are my world." And once you truly understand that, it becomes impossible to ever look away. Your dog stares because they love you. And now, we bring every thread together. Multiple decades of research across the fields of canine cognition, comparative psychology, behavioral neuroscience, and attachment theory converge on a single, undeniable conclusion: the domestic dog is uniquely, exquisitely adapted to form emotional bonds with human beings. Their brains are wired for it. Their hormones support it. Their behavior is organized around it. And their gaze, that steady, soft, searching look they give you, is the primary vehicle through which that bond is expressed and sustained. The scenario is the simplest one of all. Your dog looks at you, for no reason you can easily name. You have not called them. You are not holding food. You have not made a sudden noise. They just look at you. Quietly. Steadily. The science tells us this: in that moment, your dog's brain is releasing oxytocin. They are reading your emotional state. They are confirming your presence as their secure base. They are possibly communicating something they need. And they are engaging in the evolutionary behavior that has defined the human-dog bond for 15,000 years. But the truth, the deepest, most honest truth, is simpler than all of that. That look is love. Not complicated. Not hidden. Not requiring a neuroscience degree to understand. Just love. Ancient, uncomplicated, completely sincere love. And now, you will never see it the same way again. The next time your dog stares at you, pause for a moment, look back. Because in that silent exchange, in that wordless, ancient, biological conversation between two species who chose each other, there is science. There is evolution. There is neurology and hormones and thousands of years of coexistence written into that moment. But more than all of that, there is a bond that goes deeper than any word, any study, any explanation could ever fully capture. Your dog sees you. Truly sees you. And in their world, that is everything. If you learned something today, hit that like button and subscribe, because every week, we go deeper into the science of the animals who love us most. Drop a comment below telling us, what does your dog's stare look like right now?